Whew, what a day. GPUs are just rocking it. At least we don't have to do any. What the heck? Wow, alright. So we got a bunch of boxes we got to go through. Let's check out the first one. And it's looking like a NerdQaxe plus plus. And I do believe this one came in from PowerMine, and obviously there will be a link down in the description to this. Now, this is not your 4.8 terahash version. This is the new and improved 6 terahash version. Oh yeah, here it is. I do believe this has 4 BM1370 chips, which is from the Antminer S21 series. Now this little guy here has the potential to hit a solo Bitcoin block and obviously rocking over $200,000 for that block. But I'm probably going to throw it on Bitcoin Cash, but we'll see what happens when I get to setting it up. So let's set this up and see what the actual parameters are. So I do believe, again, it's about 6 terahash at around 100 watts. We're going to see what real life tells us. All right, so looking inside of the box, once you pull out the stand right here, you do have a little accessory bag with the screws and an Allen key to mount this thing onto the stand. We also have an extra fuse. It does look like we have a 10 amp fuse hanging out right here, and then we also have our power supply with a smaller new XT30 connector. So it's nice to see that they're going this way over the barrel plug, so that's obviously a nice boost there for safety and stuff. So I'm going to get this thing all mounted up and connected to the pool and see what kind of power consumption we're looking at of this thing. All right guys, so there it is, and it is hanging out beside some other Bitaxes from PowerMine. So this, I believe, is the Gamma Turbo. And then back here, we have the original little Gamma. And I do believe I have the 4.8 terahash version of this exact same miner in the garage, which I will put this beside towards the end of the video, and you kind of have a look at size differences. So it is running here. I'm going to get this set up, and then we'll have an idea of some hash rate and power consumption here in real world scenarios. All right, guys, so we are hashing around 6 to 6.1 terahash, or 6,000 to 6,100 gigahash. Now, how much power are we using while hashing at this type of hash rate? Well, let's just jump in down here, and it is looking like about 119 watts. Let me just hit the little button here. There you go. So we can see 119 watts at the wall is what this thing is using. So that is a decent amount more than what it says for 100 watts. We're using an extra 19 watts, which is in theory an entire another Bitaxe Gamma for that terahash. So very interesting. All right, so now let's just fire off some numbers here to see how it does compare to some other miners like the popular Nano 3S. So here we can see the NerdQaxe Q++ here, 6 terahash, 6.1 terahash. It was doing 119 watts at the wall. That actually worked out to be 51.26 gigahash per watt of power used. So that's actually more efficient than the Nano 3S in low power mode while maintaining 6.1 terahash. So that's actually really good versus that. But obviously the price is a little more expensive. Coming into PowerMine here, we can see it's about $614 Canadian. That is about 444 USD. Again, I will have a link in the description if you're looking for this, but it is $100 and some more than that Canon Nano 3S is. And this is a very popular miner. But then again, it also has the 6 terahash, twice the efficiency. So if efficiency matters, then ultimately this is a better miner. So it is getting better on efficiency, but the price might be a little expensive for some. Coming in versus obviously the Canon Q is the best miner for efficiency and hash rate, but you're starting to get into that 900 to 1700 watt power range, and that's not really what a home miner wants to be running this on 120 volt and stuff. So in terms of efficiencies, it is looking like it is one of the newest top miners to help save on that power bill and hit that solo Bitcoin block. So I guess beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What do you think about this miner? Down in the comment section. Okay, and here are actually those two miners. So if you've been watching, can you tell the difference? Which one is which? So Obviously, you can tell there's the barrel plug. This is the 4.6, 4.8 terahash version. And here is that new XT30 type of plug up there, as well as the fuse. As you can see, there is no fuse on that one for that. So that's very interesting. But here they are side by side, and they are pretty much the same size by the looks of things here. I haven't noticed any type of overheating differences, so nothing's been overheating on me yet. It hasn't got super hot since I turned it on, so I will have to update you once this summer heat really does hit. But for now, they're doing pretty good. So again, this is a little more expensive, but the better efficiency might be worth it for you, especially if you have higher power costs. And as I mentioned, this is, a little over 6 terahash at the same efficiency as efficiency mode and low hash rate on the Nano 3S. So you're getting full hash rate here at that high efficiency. So that's actually a pretty big boost there. So I just wanted to show these are the two side by side, just so you can kind of have an idea of what they look at. So there's that 4.8 terahash, and here is that 6 terahash. So there we go, guys. Thank you for checking out this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. And if you're looking for any of these small little mini Bitcoin miners, solo miners, lottery miners, Bitcoin Cash, any SHA-256 algorithm these will work on, check them links down in the description and order yours today. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.